Hey guys, welcome to another episode. So I was taking a look through town just to pick up the junk and see which stuff morphed into garbage and which stuff turned out okay, and I just kind of stumbled across this. It is pretty much garbage in my opinion. I used to have a shield that was just a little bit better. But it kind of made me wonder about, the Thun Threshold, Affix, and DFE comparatively. First, that they're both suffixes, so that you're never going to have a crazy stack like, a perfect DFE roll, imperviousness, with like an asinine stun threshold resistance. But at the same time, if they're both suffixes, and I don't know this for sure, I don't have the numbers, or the Apex list, this up to date, if it's the same as the DFE numbers, then it might always be better to go for the DFE. Or it may just be an affix that is primarily for Iron Mans, to find on rare items in addition to DFE, but not to really ever be used on an endgame blue affix. Now I'm just guessing because the one I had just had 4, so I figure, okay, well 4 is pretty low. Kind of like DFE. So, if I had to take like an initial impression of what I would think the best way to balance that would be, I would say probably making stun threshold a little bit stronger than DFE at max rank seems like the way to go. On one hand, you say like a mage, you're absolutely gonna have stun threshold be used if that's the case, because DFE is nice to have if you don't want to get stunned, but at the same time it's just about being stunned the first time. It's all about being stunned. So if you don't get stunned, you don't die. So it's just like, well, say it gets up to plus 30 stun threshold, but the highest DFE reduction you can get is 25. It's like, well, probably going to take the stun threshold on a mage. Now, I don't think this is going to be the case, just because the affixes it's replacing are Gold Find, and Gold Find didn't have an insanely high affix level, and it definitely wasn't cursed at any point. So, probably wouldn't make sense for it to, find 30 stun hold threshold increase before you find like negative 15 DFE on a piece of gear. I could be wrong, but that's just my initial impression. That was kind of dumb. Didn't really think about that one. Actually, it kind of just slows things down. I'll keep it open. I finally found out why my guy would just walk into things and not pick up the items. I kind of just thought that like I was, you know, maybe I changed my mouse sensitivity from a while ago and I'm just not really used to it or something like that, but it's actually just something that happens, and typically more so in combat. I was watching Mordor's stream and that's pretty much what happened. No, I don't really know what exactly causes it, it just seems to happen more in battle, that's all that he said. But at least I know what happens now, so I won't, you know, be tempted to go and get an item if it means it puts me in danger. Because, you know, there may be a chance I just won't get it. Oh, shoot. It's actually surprisingly hard to finish this guy, jeez. Alright, there's the target. Guess that's what I want to do. Oh, whoops. There's also hidden-s, okay. Not great. Oh, whoop. What? What? I think that's the key to fighting Uber Diablo. Nope, I messed it up. Ooh, 4 items, not bad. Not bad. Getting there, getting there. Not quite on the level that Ander has found, but getting there. Ooh, not bad. Not bad. Faster hit recovery is one of those things where you can, you know, it's an affix with 3 power levels and you get a power level, like the 2nd power level on a rare. Even though rare is only supposed to give about half of the blue affixes. It's one of those instances where you get a little bit of a bonus. Only thing is armor against beast isn't really that useful, but... Alright, what was I doing? was pretty sure that I was going all vitality at this point. I'm really missing the magic though. I have piddly chance to hit, very bad. I don't think I'm gonna save myself here by adding 10 points into magic, but I mean, I don't know. I hope I find some items. Maybe I'll go through the stash later and just see if like some things around my power level were there, just kind of like to replace this ring. I don't really have much of a use for that ring. We'll go with vitality for now. Oh, I need 120 of it. Okay. Wait a minute, 120? So the last point of Ironclad just happens to take, what, 45 more stat points than the last level? Well, actually, there was some patch notes about changed perk requirements and level ups. Now, there's probably too many to list in a feasible amount of time, so I guess some of them I'll have to just update. I made a list about all the different perks that you can get and at what level, what bonuses you can expect to receive. So not sure where the hidden boss is, but I really doubt that he's that far away. Maybe I can get my golem to stir them up. Oh, there we go. Didn't even get a chance to see that guy. That's some pretty good AI too. Going behind me and my golem. Yeah, even if I have to buy a ring with Griswold or something, I really think I need some plus magic here. Just something. Because I don't really have an alternative. I could put on the Amulet of Broom, but then I'd lose my strength. I really need to get into the next plate. That's kind of everything I'm riding on here. Oh, but I have plus vitality now that I didn't before. I could actually just get into that armor ahead of time. Just have to find one that's good enough. Jeez, it's taking a long time to poison those guys. Not bad. I think this one might still just be better because 15 multiplied by half as much as this one is still probably better. Golem, don't agitate those guys. slow. Oh, he takes fire too, nice. Not terrible, I suppose. It just hard for me to mull it over and say, okay, what class is that decent for? I don't know. Maybe I'll just drop it in town instead of on the ground. Okay, this boss is... I guess I'll make a little bit of room. Have a little bit of room and I can go through both these doorways. I should be fine. Sapphire. Yeah, actually, it's probably safer to go all the way around to that little tunnel. Gives lots of time to use golem. What? Well, never mind. So much for that idea.
enough mana.
I'm really starting to notice the lack of mana regeneration, I think. Pretty sure that it's much lower now. I could be wrong. Well, actually, 18. I think it was at 23 before. Or maybe it was 28 because of my gloves. Seems like I run out faster, even with the negative mana cost. Now, cold isn't implemented yet, but that is a perfect strength roll, and the resist is not that bad. 6 off perfect. But version 1.0, there's going to be a wipe, so I guess there's not really a point in holding on to it. Unless, like, version 1.0 comes out far after the cold resist buff. I don't know. I mean, change. I don't think that'll happen, but seems like there's not really anything in the game that, you know, has a substantial amount of potential to be cold. There's like the ice caves and like storm wings, skull wings, I mean. But I mean, that hardly justifies, you know, investing heavily into cold resist. Damn, those traveling autos.
Not enough mana.
Thehell2. Gonna have to back it up to make sure I don't get sniped by mages here. Oh, is that a double drop? Not bad. warped. Not bad. Alright, well, did normal Diablo. Defiler might be a little bit harder, and Torchants are going to be a real pain in the abyss, but so far not so bad. I think I'm going to do some Griswold shopping before I do the next episode, though. I'd like to get into the next armor piece. Hopefully something similar will show up, but I'm guessing that I'm not going to get the demon affix on it. I'll just go for something with HP on it. Let's get a big mob going. Not work on this level. Alright, I really not saved during that? Hassle. I think that's gonna work. Did not bad. One thing about suggestions a long time ago, I'd always kind of thought that, you know, maybe blue items eventually in multiplayer or something could stand to always spawn with 2 affixes on them, just because of how hard it is to kind of find items, but it got addressed and someone else had brought it up, and it looks like that's never going to be on the list of possibilities, which I guess is fine. Like, half the game is finding good gear, and if you had every blue item drop 2 affixes, it would make the early game probably a whole lot easier than it really is. Well, than it needs to be, I should say. think I'll call it quits here, go shopping at Griswold, and then catch you guys next time.